So, how many of you have seen a tablet with a score? The score can be used to facilitate the splitting of a tablet into fractions when less than a full tablet is desired for a dose. Although there are no standards or regulatory requirements that specifically address the scoring of a tablet, the regulatory agency recognizes the need for consistent scoring because the consistent scoring ensures that the patient is able to adjust the dose by splitting the tablet. Hello and welcome. This is Bhaskar Napte from Pharma Growth Hub, and in this video we will discuss the study required in case of a tablet formulation with a scoring, especially for the US market. I am on the mission to help pharma professionals get absolute clarity on various technical aspects just like this one. So if you are struggling with various technical aspects of the pharma industry or struggling with your career growth, join the Pharma Growth Hub with the help of the link given in the description and know how this platform can help you. So before we move on to the number of parameters to be evaluated, let us first understand why the scoring of for a tablet is required. And you can see in the images over here that this tablet has a one scoring or this second tablet has a two different scoring. So what is the purpose of having a scoring for a tablet? A scoring feature facilitates the practice of tablet splitting. So the splitting of a tablet into two parts or three or four parts becomes easy in case if there is a scoring onto the surface of a tablet. So this is the purpose of having a tablet. This is the purpose of having a scoring to a tablet. But the second question will be why the tablet splitting is required. Why one has to split a tablet into a multiple units? The answer to this question is what? Sometimes the tablet may not be taken whole. You may have to divide the tablet into a half, and then the half portion is suitable for a consumption at that particular time. So to facilitate the splitting of the tablet into fractions when less than a full tablet is desired for a dose. So you can see in a picture, though the tablet is not splitted very accurately, but this is the purpose of having a split, having a score onto a tablet. So what are the issues associated with the tablet splitting? Now to understand what parameters has to be studied or evaluated, first you must understand what are the issues associated, and to sort out those issues, to address those issues, you can easily understand the parameters to be evaluated. So these are the number of issues which one may face in case of the scoring. So variation in the unit content. You must have seen in the previous figure over here. Let us take an example of this one, the middle figure. So do you think that this splitting of the tablet has happened accurately? Let us talk about this third or the first figure where the tablet has been broken into three different pieces. So what do you think? Whether these pieces have been formed in uniform way? Certainly not. So this could be the issue that the unit content can get different, can get different because of the splitting. The weight loss during splitting. So while you are splitting a tablet, there can be chance that the sum of the content of the tablet can get lost. Disintegration or dissolution change. As you are breaking the dosage unit, the disintegration or very importantly the dissolution pattern may get changed. The friability is very much associated with the breaking of a tablet. So the moment you split a tablet into two pieces, the friability can be lost. I mean, you can have the higher values for the friability. The stability is also another important point because as the tablet has been taken out of the packaging material, the container closure system's integrity has been lost. So the tablet is in direct contact with the environment, and because of that, the stability may be at the risk. The dose accuracy. So in case if the tablet is not split into uniform units, you may end up consuming either higher or the lower content of the dosage form or the drug content, and hence the dose accuracy may be at the stake. If the dose accuracy gets changed or varied, if the dissolution is getting changed or varied, then the absorption will also be at the risk. So these are the parameters or issues associated with the splitting of a tablet. Having understood these important issues associated with this tablet splitting, let us now understand what are the guidance provided by the US FDA. So the split tablet portion, so if you split a tablet into two different portions, so both of this portion should meet the same finished product testing requirements as for a whole tablet product with equivalent strength. That means that in case if you have set specification for a whole tablet, unsplitted tablet, the similar specification must also be applicable for the split portion of the tablet. So there will be no different in the specification for the split portion of the tablet. This is the first important point you must note. The assessment should be undertaken on both tablets that are split non-mechanically. I mean by using the hand. You can see in the picture 1, the tablet has been splitted with the help of the hand, that is manually, and mechanically with the help of a tablet splitter, that is in the second diagram. So irrespective of what tools that you are using to split a tablet, right, you have to understand the impact of the splitting. So someone can use hand for splitting of the tablet, or someone can use the tablet splitter that is unknown to the manufacturer. So manufacturer should assess this tablet splitting with both the ways, by splitting with the hand or by splitting with the help of tablet splitter. The third point is very important: modified release products for which the control of drug release can be compromised by tablet splitting should not have a scoring feature. See, in most of the modified release dosage forms, the intact integrity of the tablet have a great importance in terms of its dissolution. The moment the tablets gets broken, what do you think about the rate of dissolution? I'm talking about the modified release dosage form. It will have a little impact onto the immediate release dosage form, but it can have a significant impact onto the modified release dosage form's dissolution release. And for that reason, if you think that probably the splitting of a tablet is compromising the rate of release for a modified release product, then why manufacturer should have a scoring feature on a tablet? Otherwise, this will also be considered as the tablet can be splitted into multiple portions. So to avoid this non-convenience, to avoid this non-conformity, the manufacturer should avoid a scoring feature on a tablet, especially for the modified release product. So parameters to be studied now. So what are the parameters one has to consider in case if there is a score on a tablet? The first one is loss of mass at the proposed hardness range. See, the hardness is going to challenge the splitting of a tablet. So the higher hardness tablet can difficult to split in a separate portion, or the softer tablets can easily get broken. So the splitting is always related to the hardness. Let us say you have a hardness of a product with certain range, and hence you must study the splitting of this tablet at both the ends. So it is expected to conduct the hardness testing at so not hardness testing but the loss of mass testing on 15 number of dosage units on 15 tablets, right, with the hardness at the end of its limits. Let us say if you have a product with 6 kp to 8 kp hardness. Now this is the range of the your tablet's hardness. So what you are expected to do is you need to conduct the loss of mass on 15 tablets having the hardness around 6 kp. That is your lowest end of the hardness limit. And what is the highest end of the hardness limit? It is 8 kp, right? 8 kp, that's the highest one. So you need to manufacture a tablet with 8 kp and then conduct the loss of mass testing on 15 tablets. I mean, you need to break the 15 tablets, and during the breaking these 15 tablets, I mean, during the splitting these 15 tablets, some of the portion of the tablet unit may get lost. So understand how much portion has been lost during this splitting process at lowest range of the hardness and also at the highest range of the hardness. So now these are the two important experiments you need to plan. Tablet manufactured with a low hardness, that is 6 kp in this example, and the tablet manufactured with the 8 kp, that is at the high hardness. For example, now this is just for understanding the weight of 15 tablets at 6 kp hardness, which is unsplitted, means before starting the splitting, and we found that the weight of this 15 tablet is 750 milligram. So you splitted this all 15 tablets and you found that the weight is now 735 milligram. So how much is the loss of the weight now? The loss of the weight is 2% or 2.0%. So this meets our requirement of less than 3%. Let us take a second example where the high hardness tablets were manufactured and the weight of 15 tablets. Now what is the high hardness? It is 8 kp if you look at here. It is 8 kp. So the tablet with 8 kp were manufactured and the weight of unsplitted tablet. How many tablets? 15 number of tablets have been noted and it is found to be 752 milligram. So the same 15 tablets were splitted and the weight of those 15 splitted tablets were noted to be 720 milligram. So how much is the percent difference found? 4.25%. So this second example does not meet the requirement of less than 3% loss, right? This is just for your understanding how this actually can be executed. So the second parameter is the friability. So friability is very much associated with the tablet breaking, and the moment you split a tablet into different portions, the tablet strength gets lost. And the moment the tablet's strength get lost, the friability can be at the risk, the friability of a tablet at the risk, and hence you need to understand that what is the friability. So most of the times the weight of the tablet loss should not be more than 1%, I think, according to my information, and you can refer to the USP General chapter 1216. So if you are splitting a tablet, then you need to conduct the friability on the split tablet portion at both ends of the proposed hardness range. I hope you remember the way we explained and discussed in the very first parameter, that is the loss of the weight. We took the example of a product with 6 kp to 8 kp hardness, and hence in this case also you need to evaluate the hardness at 6 kp as well as 8 kp. If the unit weight is equal to or less than 650 milligram, take a sample weight near to 6.5 gram. Now this is just the same requirement given under the general chapter 1216. If the unit weight is less than or equal to 650 milligram, take a sample weight near to 6.5 gram. Now here I would like to uh, understand that the unit weight is what? In case of the split tablet, the unit weight is not the whole tablet weight, but it is the split tablet weight. So if you make a tablet into a two different portion, so the weight of one portion will be recognized as a unit weight. I hope you understand that. And if the unit weight is greater than 650 milligram, then take a sample of 10 whole units. So let us take an example again. And this is the first example. So in this case, I have a tablet weight with 100 milligram. That is the unit weight of the full tablet. And if I break this tablet into two different portions, ideally I must get how much unit weight for now for one portion. It must be around 50 milligram. So what will be the requirement? How much weight I must take now? So I need to take 6.5 gram of the tablet weight in case of full tablet and even in case of split tablet. So this is the first example. Let us take the second example. In this case now, the unit weight is for full tablet, it is 1000 milligram. So the full tablet weight, unsplitted tablet is having 1000 milligram weight. And when I split this tablet into two equal portion, what is the expected weight now? It is 500 milligram. So 500 milligram becomes the unit weight for the split tablet. So relate now this situation with the the requirement. Sorry. So relate now this situation with the requirement. The 1000 milligram is certainly greater than 650 milligram. So how much tablet has to be taken? The 10 units. But look at here now, this 500 milligram is not greater than 650 milligram. And how much weight of the split tablet has to be taken? 6.5 gram. So this is a little difference between when you are conducting the friability for full tablet or for the split tablet. I hope you understand the friability requirement. Let us move on to the very critical part of the split process. It is a dissolution. So the dissolution must be generated on a minimum of 12 split units. You need to split the tablet into a, let us say, in two portions. So you need to have the 12 split units. So how you are going to generate this 12 split unit? It is expected that you are going to break the 12 tablets. And out of these 12 tablets, you will collect one split unit from each dosage form. Now, the next important question will be, can I compensate for the label claim over here now? If my label claim of a as such tablet is 100 milligram, now during conducting the dissolution for split unit, I must conduct the label claim of 5050 milligram because I am splitting the whole tablet into a two. So 100 milligram of the label claim now will become 50 milligram. So according to that, you can understand the percent drug release throughout your specification. So in case if it is a IR product, split tablet portion should meet the finished product. FP stand for finished product release spec for dissolution. Right, so your split tablet, once you run the dissolution 112 units, it must meet the specification of the release, uh, it must meet the finished product specification at the release stage. In case if it is a modified release product, right, in case if it is a modified release product and if it is a matrix technology like polymer based product like metformin modified release product containing HPMC, then the first requirement is what? The split tablet portion should meet finished product release spec for the dissolution. So this is the common for IR and MR. The first and foremost is what? Your split tablet should also meet the finished product release specification. In addition to that, in case if it is a modified release product, means it is having a dissolution of multiple time points, maybe at 4 hours, 8 hours and 12 hours, just an example. The second requirement is what? Dissolution should be demonstrated at both ends of the hardness range. I hope you remember we talked this particular requirement during weight loss and also during the friability. So in case if your product is a modified release product, you have to demonstrate that the dissolution is getting complied at the both the ends of the hardness. And the third requirement is what? Dissolution on whole versus split tablet portion should meet the F2 criteria. So when you run the dissolution on as such whole tablet, you have the dissolution profile in your hand and then conduct the dissolution on the split tablet now and then understand what is the release profile, and then calculate the F2. So F2 calculation is required in case of MR product with the matrix technology. So these are the three requirements for the dissolution of the MR product in case if you want to split a tablet. The third category is again the MR product, but using compressed film coated components. Now you must have seen some of the products gets manufactured with the MUPS technology. MUPS means what? Multi-unit particulate system. So you make the multi-units particulate systems, which is also called as a pellets. For example, you must have seen that esomeprazole or omeprazole, they gets manufactured with the MUPS technology. So the formulator will make the pellets of the omeprazole, which is called as, let us say, enteric coated pellets. And then these pellets will be compressed with the help of some cushioning agent, some another diluents in the form of a tablet. So this is the MR product using compressed film coated compounds. So split tablet portion should meet the finished product specification at the release time. This is again common for this category of the product too. And the second requirement is what now? Dissolution profile on pre-compressed beads versus post-compressed whole and split tablet portion should meet similarity factor, that is F2 criteria, to ascertain the integrity of beads during compression. Now this point needs to be understood well. So what you are expected to do, you are expected to run the dissolution for only pellets or the bits before compression. You know that you are going to compress these pellets in the form of a tablet. So before you compress them in the form of the tablet, run the dissolution on only bits or the pellets. So you will generate a release profile for only bits or the pellets. Then you compress the bits or pellets into a tablet form. Now you got the finished product, and then you conduct the release profile again with the help of compressed tablets or the tablet. Then you are going to split the tablet, isn't it? Then run again the dissolution onto the split portion of the tablet. You will have the three release profile. The first one is from as such pre-compressed bits. The second release profile will be from compressed bits, or you can say it is a tablet now. And the third release profile will be from your split portion of the tablet. Now, what is your reference release profile out of these three? Your reference out of these three should be taken as a pre-compressed bits, because this is the one which is intact, right? The pellets have not been have not been broken because of even the compression process or because of the splitting of the tablet. So then compare this release profile of your compressed bits against the pre-compressed bits and calculate the F2. In the second experiment, you compare the or calculate the F2 for a split tablet portion against the pre-compressed bits. So the two F2 values has to be generated. One for post-compressed bits with the whole tablet, and another is for what? The post-compressed, another will be for the split tablet portion. But you need to take the pre-compressed bit drug release as a reference release profile. And what is the value of F2 requirement? It should be greater than 50. So in case if you are able to meet all these requirements, then you will say that, okay, now there is no impact on the splitting of the tablet. Now the last point is also very important, because let us say in a pharmacy, you are going to split a tablet and going to keep, whenever the customer comes, you are going to hand over that split portion of a tablet. Or let us say you are a consumer, and you are going to split the tablet for your convenience at once and then going to consume as and when it is required. So this means that there can be chance where the consumer can end up splitting a tablet well in advance before its consumption. and hence the tablet's container closure system will get lost, right? And it may be in direct contact with the atmosphere. For that reason, no, the US FDA recommends that the split tablet portion, when stored in a pharmacy dispensing containers without seal, without desiccant, should demonstrate adequate stability for a period of 90 days at 2560 condition now. As this is for US market and 2560 is the long term condition, they have proposed at this particular condition. So you can change this stability condition requirement equal to the long term condition to that specific geography. So for stability study, again, you need to meet the stability specification. It is very important. I hope you have better understanding of what parameters needs to be studied in case of split testing of a tablet for very specific to the US market. Thank you so much.